So as you know, people are in a high demand, I mean, good candidates, and today they have all the information on your company. They can get references, they can find all the data on your company on the internet, they can find different kind of information on social media. So we don't control our reputation anymore today, right? So, but we can control the hiring experience, right? We can create a good hiring experience, and then this candidate can create really good reference and really good feedback, which he later tells to his friends or colleagues, yes, that, oh, I was to that interview, I was in that company, and I really enjoyed that. So this is how our reputation is created today. And this is why we have this chance also to stand out with the help of the proper job advert. A proper job advert can attract the appropriate talent, good talent. It improves the quality of applicants. It creates a steady flow of great talent into your company. It can target who you want. For example, you can post this job ad in particular groups. It can dial up your exposure. So it creates also the brand awareness of your company. And it costs money. So you should look at every hire as an investment. If you pay money for all these job ads, it costs a lot of money, right? In the end, if you don't receive this suitable candidate, yes. So this is one of the reasons also why you should be very careful about this job advert. And also all the ads on social media, yes, if you post, these are especially expensive, like on Facebook or Instagram ads. And let's see what are these top mistakes. So first of all, not understanding the business case and the reason for this role. What I see is that very often HR just copies, yes, some kind of job advert, or a hiring manager says, go to Google and find something similar. Yes, maybe some of you have heard something like that. In my experience, I have heard that very often. But it's wrong, yes. So we need to understand what is the business case, why hiring manager is looking for this person, what is the goal of this person, and then we will be able to define the necessary requirements and responsibilities. Absence of the job kickoff meeting between HR and hiring managers. So very often we don't talk with the hiring manager, or hiring manager doesn't have time, and he says, please just go to Google again, yes, and just find something similar, or just post our old job advert which we had a year ago, and you can find it there and just post it. Yes, so it's again a very big mistake. So anyway, it was a year ago or 6 months ago. We need to meet again and discuss what hiring manager is looking for. Yes, maybe there is a new project, and if there is a new project, again, the requirements or responsibilities, they may change. Using buzzwords and meaningless jargon. So you have probably also heard very common used words like we are very dynamic company. We are looking for ninja rock star. We are growing. We are very a lot of fun, and so similar words. Yes, we can see in many job adverts. And this looks like also, again, some kind of copy paste. So please try to think about your company, your culture, your mission and vision, your team, which is working in your company. And by analyzing that, we can use the right words. this is, I would say, the most typical problem when the job advert is very, very long, very boring and bureaucratic, like looks like a job description. Yes, what we must understand that job advert is not job description. There are three types. There is a job advert, there is job description, and there is a job post. Each of that has his own goal. Yes, job advert is posted on job boards like Indeed, Monster, and every job board which we have in particular country. It is meant so that candidate can click there, yes, and see this very short and concise description of the role. Unrealistic expectations. So as we know, then candidates sometimes can be very critical, yes, about their experience and skills. And they, for example, read excellent communication skills or 20 years experience in Java. However, he's maybe a very young person, yes, so he may not have that experience. So different kind of words, yes, like excellent, great, unique, ideal, and so on, and also a lot of many expectations. So better to write must have, yes, what is really must have in this position and what is really nice to have. Yes, this can help you to get more applicants. Using objective criteria, yes, so for example, very experienced in sales, yeah, very experienced in enterprise sales. What exactly does it mean? You can explain that more in details by bullet points, or you can say closed more than dozen of sales deals. Yes, this is like example, particular goal, what this person should achieve. Yes, this person will understand what is expected from him exactly. And remember that job advert, of course, is only one of all sourcing techniques. Yes, as we know, we have a lot of other techniques. This is, of course, outbound sourcing, career site, referrals, internal hiring, sourcing software, events, different kind of groups, or there are many other sourcing techniques. So, but today we wanted to pay attention particularly to the job advert. Yes, and last point, creating a very complex and not user-friendly application process. So when the candidate needs to enter manually all the information again about his experience and skills, yes. Good candidates don't want to waste their time. They have little time. They can work for any organization, for any I would say country also in the world. They have a lot of choices. So you must become great at hiring. You must become a marketer. Yes, today that's the situation. And Raivis, please, you are welcome to tell about these 10 steps which will help you to create this good job advertisement.
All right. Thank you, Dana, for informative start. And my job today will be to go more in practical, maybe something you can implement yourself at your company, talk to the rest of the team, and I will present my screen with 10 steps. Let me see. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. All right. Okay, let's start. So first of all, what we need to decide before crafting a job advertisement is to start with the right format. As Dana mentioned, 2 or 3 types of formats. So there's job description, job advert, and job post. We'll take more closer look to the 2 of them because job post and job advert more or less the same, depends where you post it, while job advert is more on the job portals, social media, while job post is more on the homepage. So first, job description. Many hiring managers may think that sending the job description out as an advert is fine. However, that's not the case, and failing to distinguish between the 2 can be risky because the aim, as Dana said, it's different. The goal for each of these formats is completely different. For example, for job description, as you see on the screen, the purpose is to inform employees of exactly what their job entails. It's there to inform. However, do you think that the small details of the role, such as attend regular meetings or produce a report every 2 weeks, will make your vacancy more attractive to prospective candidates? Probably not. Also, the chances are the job description won't say anything about your company, as the person reading it will likely already be an employee or will be in talks with someone regarding the vacancy. And job descriptions are usually loaded with internal buzzwords, jargon, which might make sense to anyone currently working in your company, but not to any other person outside of the company. And most job descriptions written in the 3rd person. For example, the employee will resolve any customer queries, they will respond to emails, and so on. And job descriptions usually contain long lists of essential points about the role, including lots of soft skills, such as great communication abilities, attention to detail, and so on. And meanwhile, the goal of the job advertisement compared to the job description, it's external posts, it's an advertisement, it's public, it's there to sell the opportunity. The shorter, the better. And in comparison to job description, it most probably includes, not most probably, but includes the company's information, but job description, for example, might not even include this information. And it's informal, addressing directly by you. Let's take a look at the things to keep in mind, for crafting a job advertising, what should be the anatomy for the job advertisement. Usually, so what the people suggest, it should be from 200 to 600 words, but shorter the better. And based on LinkedIn information, job advertisements from 200 to 300 words receive 8.4% more applications than any other job advert with more words. And also what LinkedIn has researched is that people spend on average 14 seconds to analyze a job ad to decide to apply or not. And also make sure you advertise for one person. Even if you need to hire more than one person, it should be like looking to hire a sales representative, not looking to hire 10 of them. And we're gonna go more in detail about the anatomy for the job advertisement. But before we go there, we need to choose where to post a job advert. Choosing the right platform. And it depends, depends from the country. We know in Latvia we have certain job sites, but in any country, there are the most popular ones that you would like to post. What I would suggest is to, if you don't know, ask your colleagues, ask the industry, where would they apply, where actually ask yourself where you would apply for the job, and also collect information where your target audience, your ideal candidate most probably hangs out online. That includes social media. And if you want, for example, to stand out and post something on social media, most probably we need to have a certain budget, yeah, especially one stand out in job ads with maybe boosting the post. If you want to create an advert, yeah, that is paid, then we need a budget for that. And also important to track the performance of job ads so you can compare what worked in the past and how is your job ad performing right now in the current moment. And for surprise, there are actually companies that don't have on their homepage a section where they can actually post a job, as many applicants actually will, from the job advertisement, which is public somewhere, they will go to the homepage and might probably even stay there. Yeah, and it's nice that there is a clear indication where they can apply also from your homepage. Okay, now we can go more in.
I will interrupt you. I don't know, only for me on my screen is a problem, but I can't see your whole slide. Everyone can see because I don't see all the title. Some words are missing.
Is that the case? Let me know.
Okay, if everyone sees, then all fine.
Okay, great, great. I had a little heart attack right now. All right, great. Then let's continue. Yeah, first thing that applicants and candidates will search for is job title, yeah, using different search engines. So it's important that the job title is realistic. Yeah, its descriptive job titles are the most effective as they're easily searchable by candidates. And when you write these job ads, think of what the role entails and what captures this in the title. Yeah, and it's the best to include the department in job title, like marketing assistant or sales representative. And as Dana mentioned, that we have also some examples here. The buzzwords like unicorn, guru, and ninja can turn candidates off. Yeah, especially for very small market. Yeah, when I worked in Denmark, we had a client that had unicorns and so on. It worked for them. Yeah, but it's definitely risky. Yeah, and it might not be clear, and your job ad might not actually be viewed as much as you wished for. And the second thing, what is important after the job title is strong opening. Yeah, there are some examples. Yeah, we can go through each of them. First, you should introduce briefly about your company. Don't be afraid to use number. Don't be afraid to show off, who you are. As you can see in this example, that there are certain numbers. It's clear what year the company is founded, what is fastest growing. Yeah, that might be appealing. What kind of company, what kind of industry, where they operate, what they provide. Yeah, who are their target audience, who are their clients, how big they are. Yeah, give some impression. And the next thing is to explain, briefly describe the project, team, or goal. Don't go too much on this. Yeah, try to keep it short as possible, but you should try to give candidates a real sense of purpose. Yeah, what's the added value to the work that they're doing. Next thing is the use of language. Yeah, super important and throw off candidate if the job text is not formatted well and you don't know your target audience and know what they are interested in. So it's important to identify the selling points the candidates would like to see and use the language and keywords that would appeal to them and would be easy for them to understand if this job position is for them. Then also make it inclusive. Yeah, it's important. Be mindful of the words you use. Yeah, masculine language in job descriptions can make women, for example, less likely to apply. Keep it real. Yeah, if the tone of your job post doesn't match your culture, it is proven that applicants are 2 to 4 times less likely to apply for the job ad. Yeah, and as Dana mentioned, yeah, all these buzzwords, yeah, cliches can also, yeah, throw off candidates. Next thing, yeah, important to provide detailed and accurate description because the number one reason why people might not apply is the requirement description. Yeah, they'll definitely check, might be the first thing they check actually, and be clear to clarify the main responsibilities, main requirements, yeah, skills, experience you're looking for, and definitely try to divide them into must-have and nice to have. Yeah, but here again, from our experience, yeah, and my experience, I can tell that there are candidates who are very hard on themselves, and even if you try to divide between must-have and nice to have, they might have hesitancy to actually apply, even though you specifically said that these are just a bonus to have. So keep in mind, maybe it's not necessary even to include this nice to have, but definitely include what would be the main points to qualify the candidate. And use bullet points, yeah, easy to read, easy to understand, ideally up to 5. Next thing is list the benefits, yeah. 61% of the candidates say that the salary range is the most important part of the job description, but definitely don't let it shine the opportunity. Yeah, highlight the unique aspects of your opportunity. Think about what sets it apart from your competition, from other companies, from other job titles with the same title. Take a look, do some research. And the last thing, so one of the last things, so of course, don't forget about standard, yeah, benefits. Be clear, yeah, detailed as possible when it comes to what do you mean by remote, yeah, what do you mean by hybrid work, what do you mean by professional development. The clearer you are, the better. And optimize for search, yeah. Candidates use not only going to the job portals, but they might also use or accidentally find through different search engines such as Google or Bing, or internal search engines such on LinkedIn. In Latvia, we have cv.lv. We have popular Indeed.com, Monster, and other job portals that depending on the country. Of course, nail the job title. Yeah, that would be the most important thing when it comes to search engines. And include location. Yeah, the person needs to know relevant keywords. They need to know where they will work, where the office is. And another thing that a lot of companies don't think, yeah, is using strong visual elements. Yeah. Because human brain processes images in different way than text. Image might create stronger association, and they improve retention of the associated text much more. Yeah. For example, it's said that it improves even up to 42%. Yeah. So make use of images, videos, show off a little bit of your company culture. Yeah. Don't go too overboard because still. Maybe it's better to save culture for later, because LinkedIn also researched that only 28% of candidates want to learn about your company culture in the job description, but including some type of, at least if not on a job advertisement, if you don't feel that it's the right way to do, at least have it on a homepage, maybe have a separate section about your culture. Yeah, text images is said more trustworthy, more valuable. And also I've seen that companies, if the platform allows, not just put text in the job portal, but actually uploads an image of the job advert. Yeah, if it's possible, I think it's the right way to do, and it works for your specific vacancy, for your culture that you want to show off, then use a professional design. And remember, yeah, everything, all this, keep it clean, simple, and as short as informative as possible. And the last thing is, yeah, to include call to action. So the candidate needs to know what are the next steps, what they need to know, and there are important things to consider. Yeah, providing a short, specific details, how to apply. Yeah, not just maybe have a button of or the text which says apply, but specify where to maybe click. Yeah, click on the specific red apply button, submit your CV. Ask for less and offer more. Yeah, there's example, for example, email your resume and cover letter to Dana Koszewski. Yeah? But you could instead write email your resume or LinkedIn profile to Dana Koszewski. That already will be better, but you can go even further by adding another sentence. For example, she write you back within 1 week with the next steps. That will encourage the applicant to actually apply for this job opening. And another example, apply for this job. Yeah, it's not really clear. It may be a tall task to ask for, especially for the people who are not actively looking for a job. Maybe you are posting something on your LinkedIn, you're writing to candidate, yeah, to passive candidates. Instead, maybe write start your application. Yeah, that already means that you'll start, but it doesn't entail that you'll finish the application. It's just a start. Yeah, encouraging, and you can even add more things, more like credibility to your text. For example, mentioning something about your company. Yeah, and also, as I mentioned before, yeah, with the requirements, nice to have, mandatory to have. Yeah, try to encourage applicants to apply, even if they might not meet all the requirements. Yep, that would be all. That's not for attending. I will give my word next to Dana, yeah, and then Robert will share his experience.
Hi, Robert, maybe introduce with yourself, who you are, what are you doing, and then, yeah, you could share your opinion on this topic, like a target audience.
Is the microphone working?
Yeah, we hear you and see you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So, hi, everybody. I'm Robert. I'm currently working as software engineer in Microsoft in Copenhagen, Denmark. And yeah, it's hard to explain what exactly I do because it's a very broad space. But in essence, I'm in the DevOps space. I think that's the right buzzwords to call this thing. And yeah, that's what I basically do. I make sure that our engineers can work properly and that there are no disruptions. And yeah, that everything that can be automatized, that's what we do. We make it all automatized. And yeah, that would basically it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so how do you think from your perspective, like what do you pay attention to? What do you think we should do so that these job ads would really attract good candidates?
So I feel like during time my approach has been changing. Like when I came fresh out of university, I think I was mainly focusing on advertisements which had like a clear definition of what was expected from me, because I didn't have yet the confidence. So I was looking mostly like where I fit in the best, and I think it was like more of a comfortable perspective, like that I can go in frictionless and it would just work. And like as time progressed and I grew with experience, it started shifting more on responsibilities but also on growing opportunities. And I started also focusing more on the company, the reputation, and more of a longer term kind of, I think, approach. Yeah.
Okay, but now I understand that you already experienced software engineer, and when the recruiter sends you some kind of job offers, job adverts, what is your reaction? Like, do you read these job adverts, and which job advert can attract your attention?
So I mean, of course, I do read these, and like in my perspective, usually the professional kind of like so as you guys already mentioned, all these buzzwords and filler words, it totally throws me off, and I feel like it's a template downloaded from the internet. So if they're already lazy doing this advertisement, then it's gonna be a similar experience at that work. So I think it's very important how it's written, but also on the target audience. So and I like things more concise and like to the point. There might be people who just like flashy gifts and like don't really care, just want the job. So it's I think it depends a lot on who you want to find as an audience. But in my case, I like to identify myself more as a professional person, and that would be the type of advertisement that would call my attention and get me to read it and pay attention to it.